Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. Today we're going to be doing a bow review on a 2011 Bowtech Invasion CPX. CPX stands for Center Pivot Extreme. Now I shot this bow earlier this year in January at the ATA. I kind of had an idea of what they were going to unveil by some of the teasers that they put out, and I was not disappointed at the ATA. It was pretty much what I thought it was going to be, a center pivot bow with a speed cam. I got to shoot it a little bit there at the ATA, and at the time that was one of my favorite bows from the show. It definitely was one that left an impression on you. So I've been able to test it out here for the last week, and I've been really satisfied with the bow overall. We'll show you some of the features on this bow real quick. Okay, so this bow has got the overdrive binary cam system on it. This is the same cam system that's on the Destroyer. This is a pretty easy cam to tune because it's got this yoke system on here, so it makes it pretty easy to tune. It's got a rotating draw module, which you can see on this side. It's nice red anodized rotating draw module. Pretty easy to change the draw module unless you're using something like an easy press. I was using an easy press. It was kind of tough to get to them, to get the cam rotated around a little bit. So if you're using an easy press, it is a little bit of a challenge to get that thing, to get that draw module changed. It's got the hardcore limbs that Bowtech's been using for the last couple years. It's got the FLX guard. It's got the carbon rod string stop. And it's got a set of fused strings on here, and it's got a set of these new improved dampeners on the cables, which are a lot tougher than the old ones. The old ones tended to want to kind of fall apart pretty easy. These ones are a lot tougher than those. The strings, the fused strings, I will say, are some of the better factory strings that I've ever tested. I put my peeps in there, got it set up straight, and it's had no creep to it at all. The string, or the peep, has stayed pretty much where I put it. Overall, tuning this bow, tuning the cams, changing the draw length, setting this thing up for center shot or walk back tuning, broadhead tuning, all that stuff. This bow was extremely easy to do all that with. So getting that taken care of was no problem at all as far as tuning goes. The finish on this bow is excellent. It's got that same finish that Bowtech's been using for the last couple years. The finish on this thing is excellent. I don't see a flaw in it at all. Absolutely excellent, or absolutely perfect as far as the finish goes. And this is a good tough finish that Bowtech's been using for a couple years, and I've used it on a few Bowtech bows, and it really holds up really well to damage and abuse and stuff like that. This is available in black. Got two Optifade finishes that it's available in, two moss yoke finishes, APG, and all the target colors as well. The Inferno on this looks pretty cool, so you might want to check that out for target shooters. Draw weight on this bow, it's available 50, 60, 70, and 80 pound peak weight draws. So this is a 70 pounder, but the 80 pounder, I tell you what, that's going to be a screamer now. That thing's going to be really, really quick, put out some really high kinetic energy as well. 3.9 pounds is the overall weight, so it's got a nice lightweight design, nice lightweight feel to it. 80% let off on this bow. ATA's 31 and a 32nd. And I found it to be pretty, most of these bows come out of the box, the ATA's off them a little bit. This one was almost dead on at 31 and 32nd, so I was pretty happy about that. IBO is 343 feet per second, and the brace height on this bow is 7 inches. So IBO of 343 and a brace height of 7 inches is pretty impressive. Now we put this bow to a speed test, so we're going to show you that here real quick. And at 70 pounds, 29-inch draw, and a 350 grain arrow, we were getting in the 320s. We'll show you that real quick and show you exactly what we were getting. But you add that other inch of draw, you're going to be getting in the 330s, and that was straight out of the box. You know, no real fine tuning done to it other than your basic tuning. So I think that you could really get it up to that 343 fairly easily. You know, you're going to be at the low side of that range as is, and with a little bit of fine tuning, you're just going to bump that speed up there. So the IBO rating, I'm pretty satisfied that this bow could reach that IBO rating. And with the 7-inch brace height, like I said, that is very, very impressive. Okay, so we're going to go out, we'll show you the speed test that we did on this bow with 29 inches and 70 pound draw. We're also going to show you the speed test that I'm going to do on it here real quick. This is at 60 pounds and a 27.5 inch draw. And on this one, I'm going to have a peep sight and a string loop on here, and I'm going to be using the new Victory VAP arrows, which are going to weigh right in at 350 grains as well. So we'll show you that speed test, and then we'll take it out and we're just going to do some shooting with it and talk about some of the things on the shot. Okay, so we just got the Invasion in, and I got one of our pro staff members here, Jamie Witt, he's going to be shooting this thing because I can't pull 70 pounds with this bow. So we've got this bow set at 29 inches, 70 pound draw weight, and we're shooting a 349 grain arrow. So right there at the IBO weight on the arrow. So we'll see what kind of speed test we can get out of this Invasion. Consistent. Okay, so this is going to be our speed test. The bow is set at 60 pounds, 27.5 inch draw length, and I'm shooting a 353 grain Victory VAP arrow. This is also going to be a really good test of sound for this bow because I'm standing right next to the shotgun mic, and I'm shooting the bow literally about a foot away from the shotgun mic. So this will give you a really good idea of how this bow sounds as well. Alright, so we're going to do some shooting here with this thing now. And one of the things I didn't cover at the beginning that I want to talk about real quick is the grip on this bow. You guys have seen my Destroyer review last year. You know that the one thing I didn't like about the Destroyer was the grip. It had a plastic grip on it. The bow that I always liked shooting, it was the 82nd Airborne. The bow's grip that I liked the most was the 82nd Airborne. I never could shoot the bow very well and had some form problems with that that short brace height and the speed, but this one the grip feels like the old 82nd Airborne grip. It's got a nice shape to it, got that nice two-piece wood riser, and really, two-piece grip, I'm sorry, and really fits in your hand very, very nice. So they listen to me, and they listen to some of you guys out there like me that did some complaining about that plastic grip on a Destroyer. And so for the flagship bow this year, they put a nice two-piece wooden grip on it that looks really well and sets well in your hand. So I like that aspect if they're listening to people's complaints, the things people don't like, and are changing them. So I really like that new grip. It really sets in the hand really nice. And as far as draw cycle goes, this is the same cam that the Destroyer has on it, but I've shot the Destroyer here within the past few days, and this bow has a completely different feel to it as far as the Destroyer goes. After I had Jamie shoot this thing through the chronograph at 70 pounds, just to see if I could do it, I can pull this bow back at 70 pounds, and I cannot pull the Destroyer back at 70 pounds. It's just got a different feel to it. That center pivot design to it, which looks really cool. This bow overall is really eye-appealing. It looks really nice. It takes a lot of vibration and stuff out of it. Makes this bow deadly quiet as well. So even though it has some features of the Destroyer, it really doesn't compare to the Destroyer in my view. So we'll do some shots here, and we'll talk about this thing and show you how this thing shoots and how it performs overall. Okay, so first thing you notice when you pick this bow up is the grip. Like I said, it's an excellent grip, really nice, sets in your hand really well. The bow, even though it's a shorter axle-to-axle bow, balances out really nice. It really feels like a longer axle-to-axle bow. The draw cycle on it is smooth as butter. It's got just a little bit of a comes out of the valley a little bit sharp, kind of got a medium valley to it, but a good solid back wall to it. Creeping with this cam is not bad at all. You can creep with it, you can get away with it a little bit, but it's got a good solid back wall to it. Accurate as can be, and you can see there, no stabilizer, no nothing on it. The bow is quiet. The bow is extremely vibration free as well. So set your hand good. Very, very forgiving bow. I mean, very forgiving. We're shooting at about 18-20 yards here right now, and I'll put a group together that'll be pretty close to busting knocks with this thing. And accuracy out of that kind of speed is something that I've been looking for a long time. You see there, just a little bit of vibration into it. The bow kind of leaned forward just a little bit on the shot there. Like I said, I don't use a sling, but I don't have a death grip on. I've just got two fingers up front. That's how my grip is, just like that. So you'll see the vibration in this thing just a little bit. You'll see a little bit of a little bit of a kick whenever I let it go, but not like a kick, probably ain't even the right word to describe it. You can see there I just, I don't know if you can hear that, but I just busted an arrow. It's just got the slightest bit of vibration into it, and for doing 290 feet per second, I'm very, very impressed with the vibration and the sound on this bow. Accuracy is outstanding. Okay, so that's the Invasion. The Invasion CPX, Center Pivot Extreme. I've always been a fan of the Bowtech center pivot bows, but the one thing I never liked about them was the fact that I couldn't get any speed out of them. For guys like me with short draw and shoot low poundage, they just didn't produce a whole lot of speed, which was kind of unfortunate because they're an excellent bow for shooting target and would have been a really good hunting bow as well, but I just never could get the speed that I wanted out of them. And I'm not a speed freak. I don't have to be shooting a 300 feet per second bow, but I like to be shooting in the 280 to 290 range. And the Destroyer was just a little bit too much bow for me. So what they've done here is they've taken and basically melded those two together and produced an excellent bow. It's still got the center pivot design to it, which they've redesigned that and made it look really nice. Kind of got this bridged limb pocket, bridged riser kind of look to it. Well, it's not a look, that's what it is. But not exactly what you'd sure if you call this a bridged riser or a bridged limb pocket. But so it's got that nice look to it, but it also makes the bow vibration free and makes the bow extremely quiet and makes it feel really good in your hand. Got the overdraw binary cam system on there, which is producing really good speeds. You can see there I was getting anywhere from 288 to 292 on my speed, which for 60 pounds, 27.5-inch draw is outstanding. I've never had a bow that will shoot in the 290 range set up like that. So it's producing really, really good speeds and really good kinetic energy. So it's kind of the best of both worlds of those two bows. You're getting a speed bow, but you're also getting one that's very accurate, one that's very tunable, one that is vibration free, and one that is extremely quiet. This is a bow that I would be hard pressed to find one better for short draw archers out there. And man, for you guys who are shooting 70 pounds and shooting a full length 30-inch draw or higher, or 28, 30-inch draw, man, this thing's gonna be just smoking fast. So it's got an awesome feel to it. Really, really like the new grip. Really like the way the bow looks. Just an awesome eye appeal to it. Definitely stands out as a new, kind of a different look to bows that we've seen in the past. So they've kept the good features from the center pivot bows, and they've added the speed aspect of it that they were missing. So I'm extremely satisfied with this bow. It gets an excellent rating from me here at Ike's Outdoors. Very, very nice bow. I can't say enough good things about this bow, except like I said, the only thing that I had a problem with this bow was in combination with those Victory VAP arrows. I'm blowing through my targets. So we'll be doing a review on those VAPs coming up soon too. We'll be testing out some different bows to see what kind of penetration we're getting with them. But man, it's getting excellent penetration with those, and I'm getting good penetration with my old Victory arrows as well, getting good speeds out of those as well too. So this is the Bowtech Invasion. I'm going to be doing some turkey hunting, and I'm going to be doing some hog hunting here in just a few weeks, and I think this is definitely the bow that I'm going to be using to do that. Producing really good speeds, like I said, excellent speeds for my short draw and low poundage. I can't say enough about this bow. Definitely get out there, especially if you're a short draw archer and you're looking for a little bit of speed and a little bit more power while you're getting out of other bows. Get out there and get this thing in your hands, and I think you'll be extremely happy with it. Bowtech's definitely got a winner on their hands here, and you can see I'm not a Bowtech fanboy. I shoot Winchester. I shot last year. I shot High Country bow. And you've seen my other product reviews, so I don't want this to come off like I'm being like I'm being unbiased, but this is probably the best bow that I've shot in the last couple of years, pretty easily. There's some that'll compare to it, but very few that I think are in the league as this Invasion. So check this out. Got Bowtech's website. We'll put the website right down here at the bottom of the screen for you for more bow reviews, more product reviews, how-to videos. We're going to get back to doing some how-to videos and some hunting here pretty quick. We've been doing a lot of product reviews lately, but we're going to get, like I said, me and T-Mac going to do some turkey hunting. I got a hog hunt planned for the end of April, sometime maybe 1st of May. So we're going to take this thing down and try to slam some hogs with this thing, and VAPs and my red feather Phoenix broadheads. So check this out at Bowtech's website, and be sure to check out our website IkesOutdoors.com. Really appreciate you guys watching.
I like good times.